Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48 World, where we do Married to Medicine reviews and recaps. Okay, we're going to be going over season 4, episode 10. Title of this particular episode is called Hawaii 5. Uh-oh. And this show is uh-oh. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Curtis and Dr. Jacket just need to separate. They need to, I ain't saying give up on their marriage. They need to definitely go to counseling. And they need to really figure out what's going on because Curtis calling himself just wanting his wife to dictate when she can do this, how she can do this, where she can do this. The only thing that Dr. Jackie really wants is a baby. Whether she has it physically herself or she adopts a child. For both of them to love, but more so her to love, that unconditional love that she just has not experienced. And Curtis is just like, no, we're not finna do that. So I'm like, when you just there's no give and take on either side, it's time to divorce and get the hell on. And then get with somebody that can definitely put you in the space you need to be because y'all are too old to be acting and going this way, back and forth, back and forth. Only one person saying they're going to do this. I mean, my gosh, you both make good money, or at least I know Dr. Jackie made good money. I don't know what the hell Curtis do. But he's just at that life, that point in his life, he just don't want another kid. He just don't want to be XYZ old, probably walking with a cane or in a wheelchair, trying to, bring and be with a baby that's going to be very much his junior. But he just don't want to be bothered with the whole, kit and caboodle anymore about raising a child. And I can definitely understand that, but he should have made that very clear and not strung her along. So it is what it is on that situation. Then we got old crazy Lisa taking up for her husband, and they don't been in Hawaii for 4 freaking days, and she gonna talk about, well, Darren was on his way, and this, that, and the third, and he called it last month to my, he missed his connecting flight. How the hell you gonna miss a connecting flight? You sitting there in the airport waiting, for the flight to come to connect to Hawaii. How you gonna miss it? What were you doing? Messing with the kids? Messing with the boys? What were you doing? What was he doing? My belief is he never caught the flight, and Lisa was just lying for him all along. And if he shows up on the last freaking day of their vacation, he should have just stayed his ass at home, basically. So she's running around, basically just acting a damn fool and trying to take up for Darren, and she don't need to. She just need to be as open and honest as Jackie was. Hey, my marriage is in trouble. I don't know where it's going. I'm this way, he's that way. Will we come into agreement to, mesh back together? I don't know. But right now, pretty much you like, keep me in prayer. But I'm going to enjoy this vacation. So, I mean, she was just honest. You could identify with her. You could say, okay, she still came. We know she needs to work on her marriage. We know what's upsetting her. When it comes to Lisa, she gonna make like everything is okay. Their marriage is okay. Nothing is in, her marriage is not in trouble. She don't know what everybody's talking about. And I'm like, girl, sit yourself down. Better yet, get off this show because I'm not feeling you. Then I'm like, and then Eugene, he just totally acting like a woman. I don't know where we are going with Toya and Eugene, but tell you the truth, they need to stay together because they match each other. She like to spend money, and he just like to complain. Because when he made this stupid comment about being a doctor, that just comes with the territory of infidelity. I'm like, no, being a doctor does not give you a card or a pass to go cheat. And then you're gonna talk about, well, I'd rather be cheating than being a drunk because that's gonna affect my livelihood, and people not gonna want to trust me to operate on them. I like, he's about as dumb as rocks as Toya can get at times. But basically, those are my pet peeves of today's episode, season 4, episode 10. Okay, we're gonna go take it step by step. We have everyone is at the beach building a sandcastle. Couples only. Basically trying to see, can you work together? Can you communicate together? And I'm very shocked that Dr. Simone and Cecil are sitting there calling themselves the counselors. I mean, just because they've been married over 20 some odd years, they just felt that they are experts right now. I thought it was cute, but I'm like, okay, guys, y'all can mediate pretty well, but giving advice, sit down. Because until you make that big 5-0 worth of being married, you're good. It's a good scratch that you're going. It's nice. But just stay out of people's marriages pretty much. You can only give them what you, if they come to you for advice, then you could do that in a sense. But if they don't come for your advice, don't be, giving out arbitrarily type advice, okay? Because then they may hate you in the long run, and then again, they may like you. And it's just a double-edged sword. So then we go to Jackie. Jackie gives an upsetting speech about her pending relationship with her husband. She's very honest and open about the situation. And I'm like, Dr. J says she can build her own sandcastle. She don't need no husband to be there or not be there. And Lisa just looking stupid, like, because she asked the question, okay, what about the single ones that are here and their spouse is not with them? What we gonna do? Yeah, when Dr. Jack said, fuck, I build my own castle. You stay over there and be, angry, upset, very emotional because they're not there. You do you, but I'm gonna do me. So everybody's like high fiving Jack. Because she's basically making a good situation out of a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? She's finding the good at where she's at right now. She can't, complain or be upset or act foul because her husband's not here. And it was his choice not to be there. And it was her choice to be there. She wasn't going to miss her best friends recapturing their marriage over again. So and she was right. That's Curtis' problem, not hers, because he been knew about it, but he just want to act a fool because they had a different of agreement, and he just like flaked out. I'm like, really? So he don't like the rest of the men that the women are surrounded by? That shows he don't give a fuck about y'all men. Cecil, Gregory, Eugene, Aiden. So you really need to take that to heart, okay? Then Lisa's just still in denial about her marriage, saying that her husband wanted to be here, but he couldn't get off work, da 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 da. This was like the second day we're here, second day in Hawaii. But the joke I ain't even got there. I think they spent maybe 5 or 7 days and he's not there. I mean, he's disappeared. He's irrelevant. But she's trying to make like he's this best husband, best father. He's very in tune with her needs and this, that, and the third. And everybody looking at her like, if he was, he would be here, honey. He would be here. So she's just looking like a fool. But she still says he's on his way. Okay. Anyway, if we go to Quad and Gregory, they're fussing about their house, how many rooms they need to have. This is all the little therapy they were doing or communication with their spouses and working together, building sandcastle. Then we have Mariah and Aiden fussing, and Aiden knocks down Mariah's castle and starts over because he said she didn't build it right. And then Mariah's like, you ain't the boss of me. So we can kind of see he takes care of, or he puts up with Mariah's, mouth and this, that, and the third. But instead of arguing with her and carrying on, he just gonna do what he got to do, whether she fussing or not, because he knows it's gonna be all good. Okay, then we got Toya and Eugene, built the best castle. Because he's flamboyant, she's flamboyant. They all about the dollar. So you can't really get on Toya no more because I definitely seen another side of Eugene and it's file. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they both compliment each other. So I really ain't got nothing to say about Toya anymore as far as badness because her husband ain't too much better than her and her antics. But anyway, they build this nice little castle in the sand and it has so many different rooms and excuse me, they even dressed it up and everything. So after all the couples got a chance to weigh in of who built the best one, even the two single women, they all really concurred that Toya and Eugene got down with their sandcastle. Okay. So then we go to another exercise. Not Eugene, but Cecil and Dr. Simone are trying with the couples. They're trying and exercise discussing things that can put a relationship really in a bad way. When it comes to family, finances, and it was some other, but I didn't really catch it. But Toya and Eugene, Toya is talking more than Eugene, as of we all know she does that. But they're trying to communicate more. So she's basically saying that they on the same accord, but sometimes she wants things to be good for her and her family in case anything goes south with their marriage. And she has to, stop thinking that way and think they're one unit instead of them being separate. And they're trying to, especially with this thing that comes up with this IRS taxes. So they're really trying to communicate more and thinking of more downscale type of living. But it's hard. But she did express that they're trying. But like I said, the both of them, they deserve each other. And they need to be in the same boat. If they got to go to poverty, poverty. If they come back and live, pretty well, then so be it. But I ain't got nothing to say about that couple no more because they're just like two birds flock together, fly together. Okay. Then we go to Aiden and Mariah. Mariah's really talking for both of them because Aiden really don't talk much. He really don't. But kind of boring. But he gives Mariah the world and then some. So she must be doing something right. Okay. But Mariah goes on to talk about her husband was from a poor country, didn't have much, and she lived in a bad neighborhood or area of society where she was growing up that her mother and father placed her in, and they just didn't have a lot either. So she said she has more than enough now, but she tries to live very frugal. I'm like, every time I see we taping with Mariah, she's flossing. So I'm like, what kind of frugalness is she living on? Because I don't see anything that's frugal looking in her house, her wardrobe, what they drive, where they go and interact with other people. It's just like, what the heck? What life are you living in that you said you're doing it frugally? But anyway, move on from her. Then we get to Lisa. Lisa's asked a question about how does she feel the women have been treating her about her wanting to have a baby in the group. And she goes on to pretty much points out that Dr. Heavenly hasn't been so nice and Toya has not been so nice about her being supportive or them being supportive of her foreknowledge that she wants to have another child. I'm like, that's just like being set on fire and you running from somebody to try to put the water out because you just like the warmth that fire is burning on your body, even though we know it's bad for you. We're trying to douse the flames out with some water, and you running from us. I mean, Lisa, your whole marriage is just blowing up in your face and just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger with the weight, what do you call it, the heat wave, and you just don't understand when a man just don't want you. And I think that's what you're running from. And I think that's what you're trying to entrap him in to thinking that y'all have a good marriage and y'all gonna stay together no matter what. But this man, even if he wasn't gay like they say he is, which we all think he is, um, if it was another woman, you said he cheated in the past. I'm like, so it had to been women that he was cheating with, or maybe transgender, individuals. It doesn't matter. He still cheats. And you said for 5 years he had been cheating on you. So why in the name of the Lord would you want to have a baby with this man? Why? And I'm pretty sure he has outside children. You just don't want to bring it up, and the TV people don't want to bring it up, but it was taught that he had an outside baby. But you're gonna make sure you douse those gossipers out by saying they're lying. We checked it out. We got the DNA, and it's not his baby. I'm like, girl, you're doing too much for somebody who don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So then we just leave her sorry ass and we go to Cecil. Cecil explaining to Lisa it might not be a good time to have a baby. Now, of course, she's just looking at him side eye. I'm like, this is a man telling you from a man's point of view who's looking at it prospectively of how it's going to affect you, because he already done summed it up. You probably already don't talk to your husband that he don't want to have a baby. Whoo, I just don't understand. So then we go to Lisa's getting on Dr. Heavenly about talking to her about Darren being gay and a cheater. Then Dr. Heavenly said at least Jackie lets people know she's got issues within her marriage. And she's telling Lisa, you don't. You won't admit it. You won't address it. You just still in this la la land like everything is flourishing with, everything's of a marriage, of a perfect marriage. That's what you're trying to portray. But it's not. Take a look at Exhibit 1. He is not here. Exhibit 2. A gay person came out and said that he was gay. Exhibit 3. He's been cheating on you for the last 5 years. Do we need to keep going on and building the case against you for you to understand that your marriage is really on the rocks of being over? And he's just wanting for you to say, let's just call it quits so he can run the other way. Because that's pretty much where he want to go. The other way where you're not. Anyway, we go to Toya. Toya is getting on Lisa. And Dr. Helen go in on Lisa again too. Because she's just not paying attention to what anybody is saying, even when post Cecil. And Cecil really don't get on nobody's nerves because he really, he makes sense when he talks. But it's just like you're not understanding from a man's point of view or a female's point of view. So we're just gonna leave you in a cave by yourself. And when you get tired, you can remove the stone and come out because right now you're irrelevant. Okay. Because I'm like, she's too terrible for her own good. Too terrible. And I'm just worried about the kids because I'm like, if she goes into a downward spiral, the kid's gonna need some support. So I'm hoping they love their grandparents because Darren ain't nowhere to be found half the time, and Lisa's gonna have a nervous breakdown if she don't get that baby that she wants. Okay. Then with the mood shifts back to family, and Jackie just don't know where their marriage is. She's confessing again, and she's Gregory and Dr. Eugene try to see and tell her, look, take work to the side, meaning all this work, all this thing you're doing with your practice, scale back for a while and see where your marriage blossoms. I know it's going to take a lot out of you because you're self-made, you love what you do, and you love staying busy. But could it be something else? And then she, she breaks down and she really looks at it from their point of view. And she said, everybody besides Quad, they have had the opportunity to have a child's unconditional love, and she cannot get her husband to have that. I'm like, hell, fuck it then. Go and have your own baby. Go on and get impregnated. If you don't want to give you his sperm, just go on down there to the sperm donor, get you a sperm, implant it in you, give you one better. Go and adopt a child and you raise the child inside the home with you and Curtis and see how that works. At least you got a baby. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't want to float with it, then float his ass on out the door because you can do it by yourself. And you have a good group of women that definitely will come to your aid and help you. But I mean, if that's what you're really needing and wanting, whether it's Curtis' child or not, then girl, have your baby, dog. Okay? So we move on. We go to Dr. Simone. She tells everyone to look into the mirror and at oneself before placing the blame on someone else because she's basically just summing it up for the day and say, before you go and attack other people, look and see what you can change to be able to fit into the same scenario, especially if you got issues within the group with certain people. Because we all have to come up, be around each other. And you definitely do if you're going to stay on this show and tape and make money. Because all of y'all about to, especially Mariah and Quad, they just go at it. And I'm like, I don't even know why Mariah is just so up Quad's ass about trying to throw shade on her every chance she get. I'm like, live and let live. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of them going after each other more so Mariah always have something shitty to say. Making me think, okay, so just because she still has a shot and a picture on the show, you still mad, Mariah? Well, what did you really do to get them to oust you out and you become the friend cast whenever they need you? So I'm like, girl, fall back and just sit back and just continue making your money whenever you can get it on this show, okay, baby? Then we go to Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly or in their hotel room suite, and they're comparing their marriage and their lives to their counterparts, and they're making small talk. And Dr. Heaven's like, we don't have these issues, buddy, or daddy, as she called him. I don't know what's going on with him. Dr. Darren, he don't want nobody in his business. He don't want to play no games. He was the most less vocal of them all, unless you just came to him and asked him a question. He don't like to be on camera. So I'm like, I'm feeling Dr. Damien. Like, keep your shit to yourself. You could go on out there and make a fool if you want to of yourself and say this, that, and the third, and what you need to work on, and just, to get your coin on this check. But don't expect me to come out and give my life away because I don't want to have nobody talking shit about me because I don't got them straight. So he's like on one even keel. Like, I'm just here because I got a free trip out of here. I've never been to Hawaii before. I'm just gonna relax, do what I gotta do, and leave everybody else alone because I don't want them up in my business. So I ain't gonna get no advice to them for them to come back and try to get in my business. So I was real hipped about that. I liked his whole demeanor. So then we have Dr. Heaven getting so jealous of some Hawaiian woman giving Dr. Damien a little extra attention. And Dr. Heavenly want to go kick somebody's ass. I'm like, Dr. Heavenly, you don't live there. They probably have some moves that they'll do on you that you'll come back with a sprung ankle, sprung neck, aching everywhere. You better leave them Hawaiian women alone, honey. If Dr. Damien want to go, let him go, honey, and whoop his ass when he come back. But don't be going up trying to whip no other woman's ass because no woman can get a man unless a man want to be got. Okay, and that's just it. Dr. Damien know how to say I'm married and leave me alone. So stop it. And then we have everyone show up for the luau. And Mariah tells the girls Lisa was in her room bawling in tears. And I guess that's when she got a phone call that her husband, Darren, had missed his connecting flight. Okay. Then the luau girls are doing the hula dance and entertaining everyone. Then Aiden finds an epiphany thinking he need to go on stage and work out with them hula women, which he don't probably had a lot to drink. He go on stage and just shake his booty. And of course he's off the beat, but he's having fun, and that's what the whole trip was about, is having fun. So then Dr. Gregory won't let Aiden just have the fun. He has to get up there and call himself shaking his groove thing. So that was a cute scene as well. Then we have Lisa. She finally comes down to the luau and tell everyone that Darren won't be coming until the last day. And everybody looking at her like, fool, we already knew he wasn't coming when he didn't get on that plane and come with you initially. So you could continue to think your marriage is not in trouble and Darren loves you no matter what, this, that, and the third, and he cares about your feelings and you know how he makes you look in front of your uh well, in front of us, which is your friends for the show. You do you. We could care less where Darren is at this point. Okay. And she's looking all sad and this, that, and the third. Then Toya goes on to apologize, with other women around to Lisa. But it's like Lisa still want to pick a fight. And I'm like, okay, there's no sense you giving her no apology. Continue to say what you already say, and let her continue to say what she always say, because she's not gonna get it. She can't get it. And so Darren just tells her one day, I don't want you, I want a divorce. Then I guess it'll come crashing down on her and she'll stop being in denial. But anyway, then we go to Eugene. Eugene is saying infidelity is not that big of an issue, but coming to work drunk is a big financial lawsuit issue, being a doctor. It comes with the territory of women wanting to flaunt and be around you. That's just the whole territory. I'm like, you don't have too many drinks, Eugene, and you need to be sit down. Okay. You need to be in a cave covered with a stone, and we won't let you out until we come for you. Because that was just a stupid ass comment that you made, and I can't believe. Toya's just really with you because of the money. You could kind of tell she's not really into you, and she just didn't have a better bait at the time. And then hey, she just feels she got two children from you. She's still gonna live nice, and she want to leave you later on because you're gonna have to pay for them children. And then she's gonna probably make you pay for spousal support. So you need to really sit your ass down. Lost total respect for you, Eugene. Okay, then we go to Quad. Quad invited all the ladies to come and talk with her alone besides Dr. Jackie. And of course, Mariah got to make the whole thing about her to my, oh, do I need to be involved? She said, yes, you need to come. And she said, oh, y'all gonna be talking about me. And it was just like, Quad just said, forget it, honey. We don't even want you to come now. Just stay with the men and do whatever you want to do because you're not that important. So then she basically tell the women that she wants to have like a photo shoot of them being naked with their boobs. Because they're going her picture book that she was making for breast cancer awareness and stuff. So I thought that was cute. Now Lisa says she gonna do it. We ain't heard nothing from Mariah because she didn't come in the circle to try to get that piece of news, but I'm sure somebody will give to her about it. But it is what it is. Okay, then we go. Quad needs to go on a she's it's the last day I think, or next to the last day, or the morning of the last day that Quad tells her husband Gregory that she missed Mason. And I'm like, okay, now if you miss that little boy, evidently your maternalism or your biological clock is ticking and you need to have a baby of your own. Okay, because ain't no sense of you missing somebody else's child when you can have your own. Okay. So we move from that situation. We go to the last and final scene where we have Dr. Simone is getting Quad, Mariah, and Jackie to take some flowers to this little desolate area, or not a well traveled area, where they can throw these flowers or liaise in the sea once they've gotten a point of talking to their deceased fathers, anybody that was deceased, that they needed to have some closure with. and they needed to say it in a peaceful, calm place. So the four women went up there and said, goodbye, see you later to their deceased fathers, and letting them know that they missed them and this, that, and the third. And it was just like a tradition over in Hawaii where they do that with their relatives or lost loved ones, like communicating with the spirits in a sense. So that was very peaceful and serenity type of scene, and everybody was definitely on one accord with that situation. And that pretty much it with the Married to Medicine review for that episode, season 4, episode 10, Hawaii 5. Uh-oh. Hopefully they'll possibly kick Lisa off the show because she really don't have a storyline. Because Eugene and Toya barely got one, but they've been making it, trying to have the storyline of trying to downsize from their many, many millions of dollars that they do have that we know is just fake and fraudulent. But I really am getting tired of seeing Lisa by herself, and she's talking about her marriage is all this, that, and the third, and it ain't. I'm like, come to a moment where you have a truth with yourself. Oh, get off this television screen because I really hate looking at you now. I really do. But y'all, that was my take on Married to Medicine for this past Friday. And I hope you enjoyed it and tune back and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so at this time. And please share and like my videos. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.